Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is Toy in the Gardener speaking to you. Today in this video we're doing a backyard garden tour of things I got going on. We're not gonna spend too much time where my trees are just because not too much is going on. I might have to replace this tree because it's not doing too well. It's always been kind of the worst one. Um, these other trees are doing just fine, kinda. There's one that looks like it's dying, but I'm not sure if it's dying or if it's just going to sleep. Even though we're still in September, it's not that cold yet. Um, our first real frost comes around November, so maybe I have to replace two trees, but we'll see. But yeah, let me just show you the rest of the garden and things I got going on. Alright guys, so if you've been keeping up with me and my videos, you'll know I just top dressed this bed, put a cover crop in, and this is how the cover crop looks so far. You can see the sorghum grew back. I'm not too worried about the sorghum growing back because it's a winter kill, so by the time it starts getting really cold, this sorghum will die. The peppers would die, but I don't know if you can tell, but there is peppers on it, and so I am gonna get a harvest this year, so that's pretty cool. And that's the first raised bed. The second raised bed, I backfilled it instead of doing a top dress because I needed a lot more soil. You can see it probably could use a bit more soil, but for right now, it's fine. Maybe we'll top dress it again, or not top dress it, but backfill it again during spring and summer or spring. You can see the zucchini is huge. The cover crop is not doing as well as the first raised bed. I don't know, it's because I added way more biochar because of the backfill instead of a top dressing. So this one, when I made the top dress, I was like 10%, a little over 10% of raw biochar. If you saw that video, like I said, if you haven't, I'll probably link it in the description below. But yeah, it was 10% biochar with my compost, and I just spread it on this entire raised bed. So I think that's the major difference between this raised bed and this one. You can see maybe because of the raw biochar is not nearly doing as well as I would have hoped. Just because that raw biochar needs to charge first. Like I said in those previous videos, I would have charged the biochar first, or I would have bought charged biochar first instead of using raw one. But it is what it is. Learn for next year, I guess. So that's the second raised bed, and the third raised bed where I didn't show you where I got where I mulched it with these pine needles, not pine needles, but I forget the tree's name, but I basically cut back the tree from my front yard and used it as a mulch. You can see the sorghum is doing just fine. It's growing back where I initially cut it. Um, you can see the initial cut from the sorghum. Sorghum uh, is right here because I didn't want to waste it. I had it on the walkway at first, but I decided to put it as a mulch, and it's all dried up now. The sorghum is going back really well. You can see there's a little bit of Bermuda grass also growing. Bermuda grass is really annoying. I'm hoping as I make this raised bed better, um, maybe become more fungal dominant, and maybe the Bermuda grass will stop growing as much. I'm not sure if Bermuda grass is a weed or what, because I know if you have it more fungal dominated, the weeds should stop growing, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you saw that my last video, actually, you know that I use this is a free fill raised bed, so nothing in here I put uh, was out of pocket, or I didn't spend any money. So I just use my native soil, my own charged biochar because I make my own biochar. Uh, if you didn't know, I was doing just two different experiments, three basically, but uh, I use my own charged biochar. I mix it together in 40% of my native soil and just put it in to backfill it because I needed more soil. And now it's regrowing the sorghum that I cut back. If you remember, or if you saw my earlier videos where I just put sorghum and other cover crops in here to as a cover crop because I don't want to grow in here my first year. Um, you can see that mostly the sorghum was dominating in here, so it's pretty cool to see. But yeah, that's this raised bed updated. So now let's go check my 4x4 raised beds. Okay, before we check my 4x4 raised beds, I have a container experiment going on over here. It's not doing too well, actually. Um, you can see there's purslane growing, but I don't want purslane. I wasn't trying to grow purslane. I don't know if you can see this, but I was trying to grow some bok choy. Uh, Only like two of these small containers grew bok choy, so I probably have to replant these. Probably do that later. And over here in the 5 gallon containers, I was planning to grow some cabbage. If you can see that, there's a red acre cabbage. I'm pretty sure it's called. Um, I'll try to do a cover crop in here also before I put the red acre cabbage. But again, only two of them out of the two, four, six, out of the seven grew. So I'll probably have to replant those also. I'll probably do that either Tuesday or something. Today's September 8th, so I'm not gonna do that today because this is my birthday, so I'm gonna go visit family. But yeah, that's just a quick update on these containers on what I was planning to do and what I'm planning on doing next in the future. Okay, guys, so I'm not sure if I made the update video yet. Don't remember now, but I made an update video on these 4x4 raised beds and where I planted on this raised bed cauliflower. This is It's been a week now since I planted them, so they've been these are transplant really well. So I'm really happy about that. I think it's because I grew these cauliflowers outside instead of inside, so that helped a lot too. And here's my 3.5 gallon containers. Trying to grow tomatillos. Uh, Probably next year I'll try the 5 gallons because these do not like 3 gallons. There's not enough space for them. So next year I'll probably give them more space in those 5 gallons. I've seen a lot of people do well with 5 gallons, so I'll probably do that. Same thing with tomato. It's trying, but it's having a difficult time growing in these 3.5 gallons containers. So yeah, here's my other 4x4 raised bed where I transplanted broccoli. These broccolis also did well. You can see the sorghum's growing back. Again, I'm not worried about a sorghum growing. I am worried about this Bermuda grass though, so because it doesn't winter kill, it just goes to sleep really. So it'll come back next year, but hopefully with the broccoli and cauliflower, it'll take up all the easy to grab nitrogen, and hopefully it'll just be better next year. We'll see. I don't know what I'm planning to grow next year anyway. All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys saw me or saw the video where I made where I was trying to take cuttings of these cactus. Um, I noticed that this one and this one are starting to grow new leaves or nodes or whatever. So I know these took, oh, and this one, but these back here didn't uh, grow anything new. So we'll see how well these does. But for sure, these three are growing. They have roots. I'm pretty sure at least. If they don't have roots, then I don't know why they're growing new leaves. And here's my citrus tree. This is the Meyer lemon. I'm like I say with other citrus trees, like this one's an orange. I'm gonna bring them inside for the winter because they don't like the cold. This pomegranate, I'm planning to plant it in the ground once it's before it gets too cold, and when it's just almost right, I guess. I'm planting it in the ground, and hopefully it'll do a lot better in the backyard instead of the front yard. But yeah, these are the update of these trees. What I got going on. Okay, so I got these seed trays. Um, this one I literally got on Friday. They're supposed to come yesterday, but they came on Friday. But either way, these are my seed onions. These are my own saved seed onions. Yellow onion. This is supposed to be a red burgundy onion, an American flag leek. You can see my saved onions are doing way better than the yellow or the red or even the leeks. Um, there was one day where I didn't water and I forgot to water from the bottom, so a bunch of my own saved seed onions died back. So that kind of sucks. Over here I'm trying to grow some kale and 4 different lettuces. I literally planted these yesterday, so I don't expect any of them to grow that fast. Um, this is where I had my cauliflower and broccoli in. So didn't plant anything new yet. I got this dragon fruit about a month ago now, and I haven't been a good job watering it. I think that's why it looks the way it looks. The soil on top is really dry, so I'm trying to bottom water right now. This is my saved cactus that I cut like earlier this year, so I'm trying to see if I can bring it back to life or something. I'm trying to make sure it has roots, so I'll probably bring this inside also. Make sure I water it, and yeah. By the way, for the second seed tray, I just used some soil that I had that I was trying to grow some my own what's it called avocado. um, it didn't work out, so I just put the seed, or I just sifted all the soil into here. Added like 50% peat moss, and now I have new seedling mix. So that's what I did for my second seed tray. All right, guys. So this is my 65-gallon grassroots flower pot. There's only one seed in here, or one seedling. It looks pretty sad. I don't know if it's because I'm watering too much or not enough. Um, I'm not sure. I noticed there's some new leaves growing, so it's still alive. But I think for right now, since I dug it in a little bit, it might be too much water, so stop watering for a little bit. But yeah, that's what this looks like. All right, guys, this is my 3 15-gallon grassroots flower pots experiment garden, which I still need to do an update on and never did. But yeah, where you saw that second seedling tray where I was growing the dinosaur kale and lettuce, after they're a good size, I'm gonna transplant them into these containers because I want to do the experiment. But excuse me, I want to make sure the seedlings are a good height to transplant, and I need to make sure this soil stays pretty active so the cover crop is growing. You can see this one, excuse me, has a burst line. That's from my native soil because this is my native soil with 10% compost. This is sandy soil that I just bought from the store, just a bag sand with 10% compost. And over here is my biochar and native soil mixed with 10% compost. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to keep it alive and active, so I'm watering it, keeping it active with cover crops, and we'll see what happens in the future. Okay, so the last thing in the backyard garden tour is going to be this pomegranate that I planted almost 2 years ago. 2 years ago now. I haven't got fruit yet. I think it's because I'm not doing a very good job of watering. It looks still pretty healthy, so I'm happy about that. But hopefully next year we get some fruit. Maybe it's because it just takes you 2 years to get fruit. I'm not sure. But out in the future video, I'm gonna show you basically right next to this tree, uh, like 3 feet to the left. I'm gonna plant its brother, or I'm gonna call it its brother at least, the other pomegranate tree. And yeah, hopefully you guys just stick around. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next video. Peace.